What's going on, everybody? GemMint here, back again with another Arcade1Up cabinet review. And this time we have a cool one, man. The Terminator 2 Judgment Day light gun game. This is the second light gun game that Arcade1Up has done. They did Big Buck Hunter, and I was so tempted to get it just to have the different type of arcade in the house. But I've never seen a Big Buck Hunter in person, let alone played one. So, you know, it didn't really catch the nostalgia for me. The artwork I wasn't into. But this one is right up my alley. If there's a few things I love Midway, I love digitized actors, I love Terminator. So this one was a no-brainer. We're going to do a review of the cab, which is unique. We're going to do some gameplay, and at the end I'll show you where I put it in the Loft Arcade. So let's get into it. This cabinet actually doesn't come with a stool. It's a stand-up game, so I can kind of see why that was left out. But it does have a riser, and you have graphics on the sides and on the front. From the movie, you have the T-1000. You just have kind of what the Terminator sees. And as you can see, like Big Blue, like Killer Instinct, it does have an additional riser that screws into the main panels of the arcade cabinet. The riser adds another 14 inches to give this cab a total height of about 66 inches. So just about 2 inches shy of Big Blue, but it's also about 4 inches taller than Killer Instinct. Now, I mentioned the side art. It's iconic. You have Arnold. He's got the glowing red eye, the gunshots in his body. When I had this downstairs, after I assembled it, I kept walking by and thinking it was a person in the house. You have that unique cab design that goes up to the marquee, which is also unique for Arcade1Up. It's actually one of the most vibrant marquees that I've ever seen them do, and it slides in to that area with the lit background behind it, kind of more like a real arcade. With the light on, it looks great. It doesn't look oversaturated. It looks great on camera, which a lot of the others look a little bright. So the marquee looks great. The faux T-molding going down, that red trim looks really sharp. And then we have the guns, guys. So right away, they feel like toys. They feel extremely light. And I think the biggest turnoff are the long wires here that hang down in front. Now, I think I saw someone else figure out a way how to hide them. I guess you would like remove this part on the deck and allow the wires to slide all the way down and slide up as you're moving. That's probably the best way to go because this design is kind of terrible. Now, the light guns, they look super cheap, but they do work, and contrary to what I've heard, it does have a rumble pack inside. It's got a clicking sound, and you can feel it, and you'll see that when we jump into the gameplay. Before we jump into the gameplay, though, I want to give a shout out to the sponsor of this video, Street Level Hero. SLHLA.com has exclusive variants with new drops every Tuesday and Thursday. You can save 10% on any item on the store anytime you shop there by using the code GemMint at checkout. Just like their sister site, THATSPIDERMANBOOTH.com. They have the $35 mystery boxes where you're guaranteed 5 comics of retail value, but one of those lucky boxes is going to have their giveaway prize, which in this round is a raw copy of Amazing Spider-Man 361, the silver background second printing, which is the first full appearance of Carnage. This round ends on February 23rd, so make sure to pick up a box, use code GEMMINT, saves you 10% every time. Alright guys, so we took a look at the cab design, gave you some specs. Let's jump into the actual gameplay. Alright guys, so here's the menu. It's true, there's only one game. They do have some behind the scenes footage. They have some end credits, and of course the options. What's cool about the options is that you have the Smart Rumble pack on there, so I thought, you know, that was interesting. You could turn that off and on, the game difficulty, how many bombs, all that kind of stuff. But let's just jump into the game here since it's the only game on the cabinet. And the screen, when you're standing up right upon it, you think right away like, oh man, it's too weird of an angle. It should have been slanted back more. But when you step about 15 inches away, it actually is in a good eyesight here. So just make sure that you know, you'll see it as soon as you turn it on. It's bright, you can see everything right away, and you can just step back and have a good view. Now, right away, you can hear that clicking, and I'm feeling that as well as I'm shooting. Now, I haven't played this game since I was in the arcades as a kid. I'm not as knowledgeable as the gun system, the light gun, and the differences between the main arcade. But what I can tell you from a casual fan, it feels good, man. It feels like the sights are moving along with you. You're feeling the trigger. I'm pretty accurate. I'm trying to shoot the Terminators above the humans there. So it feels good, man. It feels fun. And what I like about this game, it's more of a true arcade game where you just walk in there and just play it or whatever. You know, it's not like you have to invest a lot into it like with a console. And in a moment here, I'm going to realize, why am I only using one gun when I can use two? The thing with the bomb placement, I'm not sure if that's how it was on the regular arcade, but you kind of have to always be holding the gun with your left hand and right hand, so you can have your left thumb next to the missile launcher button. Because I kind of like to hold it like a traditional handgun with my left hand under my right hand. So there are a couple of start buttons on here. There is also a live button, which I'm assuming just backs you out of the game. There are leaderboards here. And here's where I figure out I could just be using both guns at the same time. Boom, here we go. Now they can't mess with me. But the game is crazy fun. Retail $700 if it's something you're looking to pick up to add to the man cave or what have you. Crazy nostalgic and fun and very unique. The only one of its kind in my arcade. Alright guys, so we saw the design of the cabinet, we went through the gameplay, you heard the iconic arcade sounds, the clicking of the gun, and I felt the rumbling there as well. It got crazy when I dual wielded, but now I'm going to go ahead and put this in the arcade and show you guys what it looks like with this one amongst the others. Alright guys, first of all, we can't forget about the X-Men 4-player cab that's in the main room here with me. Just want to show us some love before we go into the main arcade. Alright guys, here we are, the start of the Loft Arcade. Let's go down the line here. We're going to start with Marvel vs. Capcom. Then we're going to get into Marvel Superheroes. Mortal Kombat 2. We have the Street Fighter or the Capcom Legacy cab, followed by Killer Instinct. Now I do have the new Midway Legacy cab downstairs with the Mortal Kombat 3 skin. So we're going to end up putting that up here as well. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the first one. Street Fighter Big Blue. We got NBA Jam there as well. Terminator 2. And then The Simpsons, yo. So all this is extremely temporary because, like I said, we got the Midway Legacy cabinet I'm going to put up here. And then we're moving soon. So we're going to be moving to a larger space to be able to fit all this crazy stuff. But this is what we have so far. And stay tuned, guys. I'm going to do that Midway Legacy real soon. Stay minty fresh. Peace.